Alright. Strange times indeed. Reform UK advancing towards power. Fucking hell, man. Scary. Really fucking scary. It's frightening because they do have mass support now. These racists, these fucking extreme Tories, some of them actual fascists, you know, the worst of the worst, the enemies of the working class, convincing lots of working class people to support them. It's mad, innit? Politics is fucking mad when the very fucking sworn enemies of the working class can convince working class people to believe that they're on the side of the working class. Fucking hell, man. If you look at the detail, you know, if you only look at the surface, you can be fooled by these opportunistic pigs. But if you look at the detail, then you will know that they're not on the side of the working class. If you look at how these scumbags vote in Parliament, they don't vote for things that benefit the working class. They do the exact opposite. They vote for the fucking shit that benefits the ruling class and makes the working class's life harder. So, yeah. What do you do? What do you do when Reform UK are popular? It's a fucking hard one, that, man. Well, you've got to look at why they're popular. Jesus, coppers flying all over. You've got to look at why they are popular. Why? What's going on? What makes these fucking extreme right-wing scumbags popular? Well, firstly, the Labour Party is shit. The Labour Party is traditionally the party that represents the working class. It never has done, really, but we'll not get into that. That's a more complicated fucking explanation. So, the Labour Party. When the Labour Party seems to be doing good things, then people don't tend to vote for the extreme right. But, as we know from the present time and from history, the Labour Party often betrays the working class. So, and look at what the Labour Party is under Starmer, for fuck's sake. It's an absolute disgrace. Fucking sending weapons to Palestine, taking away fucking benefits, attacking pensioners. You know, these things, people don't fucking ignore that shit. You know what I mean? So, Reform you, and look, it's not just about the Labour Party though. There's other reasons why Reform UK are gaining influence and popularity. But the Labour Party being shit is a major factor. Another major factor is the propaganda coming from the ruling class, which is anti-immigration, which is anti-Muslim, which is anti-everything that, you know, that feeds into the racist mentality that plagues society. And Reform UK just exploit that to the max. They tap into that. They feed off it and they tap into it. And they connect with people who are fooled by it. Now that propaganda exists for one reason and one reason only. To take the heat off the super rich when the super rich are taking the piss out of the poor majority. The super rich can't have us blaming them for all the problems in society. Fuck no. Imagine that. They can't risk themselves. They can't fucking put their power in jeopardy their vast fortunes. No, they have to scapegoat other groups, immigrants especially, to take the heat off themselves, to take the focus off themselves, to keep the poor majority who they are shafting looking the other way. Don't look at us, the billionaires. Look at them poor people in dinghies. They're the real scum. They're the ones who's coming over here to make your lives more difficult. God, it's such a fucking trick, isn't it? And yet it works. It works on so many people. And Reform UK capitalise on that. And they're only too happy to promote that even further, to encourage that sort of thinking. Because ultimately that's all they've got. Hate for minorities is all they've got. That's the only thing that can get them to power. Is hatred for minorities. They love that. They need that. And that's why Farage is always banging on about immigrants, because that's his main tactic. That's how he gains influence. But the racism that led to that comes from the ruling class. Now, the antidote to all this nastiness, all this hate, is hope and progress and working class power. But for that, you have to start thinking, man. You have to start questioning. You have to start experiencing solidarity and unity. I watched a great speech by Jeremy Corbyn last night on the Counterfire website. Counterfire. Go and check them out on YouTube. Counterfire. Jeremy Corbyn, lovely man, heart of gold and very honest. Probably the best politician we've got in Parliament. And when he speaks, he just speaks plain humanity. He just wants to make a better world. He's so sincere, so genuine. If you watch that speech on the Counterfire website, listen to the man. Listen to what he's saying. All he wants is a better world, and he knows how to achieve it. But all this hate from the far right and the ruling class, that stands in the way of that better world that we all should want. And that's why it all has to be opposed. Reform UK has to be opposed. The ruling class has to be opposed. But every racist, every bigot, no matter where they are, no matter where they raise their ugly fucking head, they have to be opposed as well. We have to stop the spread of this shite that divides us and benefits the super rich and the far right scum. We have to fucking oppose it everywhere. And I don't want to bring his name up again, but look, that's why I was so critical of Blot. Because he's just spreading that sort of shit to young people, thousands of people on YouTube. And so he had to be criticised for that. But yeah, doesn't matter who it is, where it is, when it is, it's all got to be fucking opposed. Because if we want a better society and a better world, we have to get past that shite. That horrible hatred that keeps us all locked in nastiness and fucking, just negativity. Let's go forward to hope and progress via solidarity. Anyway, yeah, see you in the next one. Ta-ra.